At the age of 13, I had a dream. I would place my feet down onto the soft sand and feel my studs sink steadily in. The laces were tight around my feet. I knew where I was. The football field was my home. The field was made up of plain, dry sand, and I could see the heaps and curves that I would have to go through to get to the other end. My dream was to become a football player, perhaps the first female Tanzanian football player in an international setting at that time. I put my heart and soul into the game. I would not be bothered by the sweat and the red soil all over. I would not be bothered by the bruises that came with every tackle in every game. At one point, I was playing with 3 different teams all at the same time, including an all-boys team. I had to fight gender norms at a very young age. I had to respond to people who said, "Why aren't you playing with dolls instead?" I had to hold back the anger because I was the last person to be picked. All of this because I was a girl. Despite the hard work and the passion, I was told I cannot become a professional football player. I cannot simply because I was a woman, and simply because that was not an acceptable dream for a woman in our society. I was frustrated and disappointed that even if I were to put in the hard work, becoming a football player was not in my future. I stopped exploring all possibilities. I was consistently told that I was not able to, cannot. And because there was no fuel to support the fire within, I did not. Has that happened to you? Did you stop pursuing your childhood dreams? Did more people tell you you cannot, not capable, not feasible, and not enough people who said you can despite all odds? We learned to build new dreams. For some of us, we persevered despite being told we cannot. So did I. But that journey to building a new dream was not easy. I started off my journey studying business at the prestigious business school, Wharton Business School in the United States. You see, my father was a businessman, and my grades in accounting and business were really good. So I thought, this must certainly be my new dream. Throughout my time at Wharton, I struggled academically. I struggled with my mental health. I struggled with my sense of self. I struggled with my sense of purpose. After the first 6 months, I went back home and told my parents I never want to return. But conversations around mental health were difficult back then. They continue to be difficult today. And I was encouraged to go back and try again. I continued to struggle, but started to find peace in smaller things like dance and volunteering at schools. I eventually graduated. There were several moments in my time at Wharton and throughout my time beyond Wharton where there were several moments during my time at Wharton and beyond that nudged me to my new dream. I want to share with you one such moment that I thought was so important. When I moved back to Tanzania, I ran a series of small, engaging sessions with young children. In one such session, we encouraged and challenged young children to brainstorm ideas that would solve flooding in an entirely new city that they were building. What are some of the ideas that come to your mind? This one young 8-year-old came to me and said, I want to build a dome around our city. This dome would let in just the right amount of rain, enough for food and growth. In that moment, I realized I had two options. First, bring the child back to the realities of science and ideas that exist today. Or two, foster the creativity and encourage the continuous inquiry that would help bring the child's vision to reality. I had a real opportunity to encourage her to become the engineer who would build this dome, or perhaps become a creative writer, or just build her confidence to continue pursuing innovative ideas that would shape our future. Today, my dream is fueled by the dreams and ideas that have been lost, the dreams of children growing up across the continent, and the dreams of children who are yet to be born. I may not be playing on a football field, but my dream is to make sure that the next generation can. Today, I'm a proud educator and I'm a proud entrepreneur. My dream is to build a platform that can inspire and build the capacity of young children to become the next generation of entrepreneurs, to become the next generation of scientists, innovators, designers, creators, and perhaps the next generation of football players. But this dream cannot be achieved alone. It is our collective responsibility to tell the next generation that they can dream. It is our collective responsibility to empower them to reimagine and build the Africa that we're dreaming of today. It is our collective responsibility to nurture the next generation of African dreamers. My name is Shama Kheraj, and I'm the CEO and founder for UpStudio Africa, a design and innovation studio in the heart of Dar es Salaam. I am a Tanzanian, and I'm a proud African woman. Thank you.